Hi everybody! So today I'm going to show you something pretty quick, pretty simple. A few of you have asked me about this. What is a plop? This is something for your hair, obviously. I don't know, maybe you've heard of it before. To plop, or to say, you know, I'm plopping. It really just sounds funny to me, but it's a thing. So let's talk about it. Basically, a plop is when you wrap your hair a certain way in order to help your curls. There's 5 different reasons that I could think of off the top of my head that people use a plop for in their hair. 1, to hold their hair out of their face while they're drying it. And then 2, to speed up the drying time because the cloth on your head will actually absorb the moisture and help it dry quicker. 3, to maintain curl pattern. It basically you wrap the plop around your head. I'll show you in just a second, but it's going to keep the curls nice and tight, almost as though you're scrunching it with your hands, but it takes all the work out of it. So it's going to hold that curl pattern for you while it dries. It increases volume because you have to get your hair upside down first in order to put it in the plop, and that causes the hair to obviously be going in an upward direction. It'll dry like that with more volume. And the last reason is to reduce frizz, even to reduce bed head. So you're touching your hair less, you get it kind of locked into that curl pattern that you want, and you just leave it with the cloth. And you don't have to touch it. It's not flopping all around while it dries, you're not touching it. And then at night when you sleep, you put it on your head, and then it keeps it from rubbing on your pillow and everything like that. So let me show you the way that I do it, and we'll go from there. Okay, as you can see here, I have a handy dandy t-shirt. This is a nice big t-shirt. It's my husband's t-shirt. So as you can see, it's quite long, goes down just below my butt, a little bit wide. So it's got a nice width to it. It's going to be easy to tie the way I want. I don't need to worry about this picture that's on here. I'm laying it down straight so the shirt is up and down. And I'm going to fold the top part down basically to right at the armpit level. Maybe just a little bit higher. It really doesn't matter too much. But basically what we're doing is we want to make space right here for our head. Okay, so you can see the neck curves right there, and then there's just enough space for our head. Our forehead is going to meet right here at the hem. So that's going to be just the right size. You just flip your hair over and you collect all the curls in there, and then you wrap this around. You can just watch me do this. It's quite simple. My hair is already wet, although it's partially dry, so normally it would look more wet. You get the curl right here in the middle, and you kind of just turn your head so that all those curls hang down, and then you slowly come down and make sure that they're getting nice and compact and scrunched together. The hem here goes right at your forehead, and you just tuck that around nice and tight. And you make it nice and tight so that it can help to squeeze out that moisture and lock in those curls. And then you reach up and get the top. Make sure it's tight here, holding your curls down on top. And if you have a little bit of excess material right here, you can fold that. Alright, so now we have these handy dandy handles, and we're going to pull that around the front and up. Make sure my ears aren't squished here. You can pull it up over your ears if that bothers you, and then you just tie it. And it may look kind of funny, but that's alright. You can get one with pretty flowers on it or something and wear it to the grocery store when you're trying to dry your hair. And you can tuck these in. Find a place to tuck it in. Just depending on the size of your shirt and the thickness of the shirt and everything, it's going to look a little different depending on it. But that's the way I do it. And basically all those curls are nice and tight, just as though I scrunched them, and they're just going to stay there and not get messed up. And this is going to take out some of that moisture. You could speed up the drying process by using your diffuser, and believe it or not, you can go just like this. and it'll get some of that heat in there to help set the curl. If you're doing a deep conditioning treatment, you can use this as well, and then that's going to help keep all that heat in there and all that moisture in there. One thing to remember is you don't use a towel to dry your hair. You don't just wrap a towel around your head like some people do, because the towel is really rough and it will cause more frizz. That's the reason why we use the cotton material, or you can use a microfiber material. You can even use like a silk scarf at night when you're sleeping if you don't need to worry about the moisture, just to hold your curls still at night. So there's a few ideas for you. Oh, and I did want to show you one more thing. For people who have short hair, they sometimes... I'm going to take this off right now. For people who have short hair, they sometimes find that plopping is a little bit harder for them because the curls don't hang down and they don't clump into the nice ringlets like when your hair is long. So you just carefully take this off, shake back, and your hair should look great. That's just basically how you're going to take it off. So what I was going to tell you is that because the underneath layers of my hair are so short that when I use the plop, a lot of times obviously the hairs on the back of my head, they just lay flat like this and then they get squashed. So they're not really curled. On the top they're curled because they come down like this and they curl like this. But on the back they just get laid flat. So in order to keep the curl at the back of my neck, I just do a couple little what are they called? Pin curls. So you actually twirl the hair before you put it in the plop, and you set that there. Get that twirled, and you pin it down. And you just do a few of those on the back of your neck, however high up you think you need to go, just right here behind your ear area. And then you put on your plop, okay? So I just wanted to show that to you. That'll help keep those really nice. If you're worried about the curl pattern on the very, very top right here, anything like that, again, you can do the same thing. You just give it a nice old twirl and curl it down and pin it. And that'll just help to make sure you get the right curl pattern, just depending on the length of your layers and everything. All right, thank you so much for watching. Everybody, you know that I've just started this YouTube channel and I really need your help to help grow it. Please like, that way I know if you like it. Don't like it, don't like it. If you comment for me, that'll really help me too. I'll know what you're thinking. If you're having any questions, it's going to give me an opportunity to research a little bit more for you and find some more information to video for you. And obviously, if you subscribe, you'll be able to see more content. I am putting out new content every Wednesday night, so bright and early every Thursday morning, you'll see new curly hair tricks. All right, guys, thank you so much. See you later.